Recently, the governor of California, Gavin Newsom, signed AB 2847. This bill forces manufacturers to use microstamping technology in order for them to have their handguns placed on California's roster of handguns. So what's the California roster of handguns? California literally has a list of about 700 guns, well, more like 500 because a lot of them are duplicates, that the people of California are allowed to buy. Yes, you heard that right. If you live in California, you can only buy the handguns that the state of California says you can buy. So if you don't have a lot of money and you find a gun that you can afford that is not on the roster, you can't buy it. But these are the same people saying no one's trying to take your guns, but they're literally banning handguns that do the exact same thing as the guns on this list. Let them tell it it's because of safety. Let me tell it it's their way of making it so expensive to make a gun that meets the requirements that gun companies won't or can't sell their guns in California. This is called backdoor gun control. It's the equivalent of making property taxes so high that even if your home is paid off, you still can't afford to live in it. So you're forced to move so the government can build a shopping center where your house once stood. To make matters worse, California is constantly changing the standards and taking guns off this list. But now they're taking it a step further and finding ways to take more guns off of this list by requiring this microstamping nonsense. Now for every one gun that has this microstamping technology and is added to the list, 3 guns without this technology will be taken off the list. That means for every 10 guns that make the list, 30 are taken off. And for every 100 guns that make the list, 300 are taken off. You see where I'm going with this? This is all designed to accelerate the number of guns they take off the list. Here's the kicker. Microstamping technology doesn't even work. We know this because Maryland had their own version of it for 15 years and it cost them $5 million. And it stopped literally 0 gun deaths and helped them solve a total of 0 crimes. And who do you think paid that $5 million for this boo-boo the fool system? The people of Maryland. Microstamping is using a laser to create a unique mark on the tip of a firing pin and on the breech face of a handgun. Theoretically speaking, this serves as a sort of fingerprint that is left on the back of the shell casing of a bullet for each gun. However, here's the problem. It could get innocent people locked up. It takes nothing for a criminal to go to a gun range, pick up a few shell casings, and then commit a crime with his gun, but then drop those shell casings at the scene of the crime, and then boom, now the police are knocking on your door because the microstamping on the shell casings at the scene of the crime were traced back to your gun. Or the criminal will just go to the gun range and shoot a bunch of rounds through his gun, wearing down the microstamping, and then go commit the crime. Or criminal will spend $1 or $2 to buy some sandpaper and then use it to disfigure the microstamping, rendering it useless. Come on, man, this is bull. This has nothing to do with saving lives. It's about making gun ownership so expensive, so tedious, so arduous that you won't be able to do it. And they can say, we didn't ban guns, they just couldn't meet the requirements. People, gun control is omnidirectional. They attack the Second Amendment from all sides at the same time. Too many people are just looking at the front door while Gavin Newsom and his goof troop is trying to sneak in through the back. You know how frightening it is to think about what happens in the moments and even days after you've had to use your gun in self-defense? When you first start carrying a gun for protection, it can be scary thinking about the psychological effects, potential jail time, and the court costs associated with the self-defense shooting. I've been there myself, hoping I never have to go through it, which is why I use concealed carry insurance with USCCA. As a USCCA member, you can mitigate, if not completely eliminate, the stress and financial burden of the legal battle you may face after a self-defense shooting. If you want to learn more, click the link in the description where I did a full review of this concealed carry insurance. However, there is a second link in the description where USCCA offers a 365-day money-back guarantee, which lets you try it out for a whole year. And if you don't like it, get all your money back. And to help further spread our 2A message, don't forget to like, share, comment, and hit the bell and subscribe button. Let my voice be your voice. Also, if you're wondering where to purchase your AR-15s are essential, I will not comply. I am the militia. I lost all my guns in a boating accident, and your state-specific Keep America tactical shirt, click the link next to my head or the link in the description section. Or if you're watching this on a mobile device, tap the small triangle on the lower right-hand side of this video and click the link in the description.